You know, the last couple years out on the tournament trail, swim baits are one of the hottest new techniques out there. And I've learned an awful lot about them in the last couple years. First and foremost, you better have the right hook for your swim bait. So I helped Mustad develop the new PowerLock Plus hooks just for swim baits. Now, first off, it's got a hook to fit every size swim bait. They come from 1/0 all the way up to this great big 11/0 hook. They've got a movable weight on the shank, and it's the only hook on the market that you can actually adjust the weight. That allows you to adjust how the bait's going to run in the water. The centering pin in the spring keeper is critical to the success. That centering pin makes sure that that bait is going to be rigged straight, and it's going to have your swim bait moving right through the water, straight up and down. You don't want it tilted to the side. So you screw that centering pin in there and put the hook through it, and you're ready to go. This hook has a super wide gap, wider than most any other on the market. And again, that weight that you can move is critical to the action of that bait. If I want that bait to have a higher profile in the water column, it's going to ride higher and have more wobble, I'm going to have it pulled back. If I want the bait to run deeper, all I got to do is slide that weight forward on the shank, and it's going to make that bait run deeper in the water column. So what I've learned is that not only are they really good for my swim baits, but I'm using them on a lot of my other baits. You know, instead of using a Texas rig with a slip sinker in the front of it that just kind of falls nose down, I've got this movable weight on the hook, and I can make little baits like this little creature bait glide down through the water column. And if I slide that weight all the way back on the shank, I can take this bait right here and it'll sink almost straight down horizontally. So I can really change the actions of my plastics just by moving that weight and rigging some of my other favorite baits on this system right here. One of my favorites is to run the soft plastic jerkbait like this caffeine shad on this hook. When I have that weight system on there, if I want the bait to run deeper and kind of fall a little bit nose down, I'll slide the weight forward. If I want it to have great horizontal fall like a Diane shad, just slide that weight back, and it has a quiver to it. It really enhances the action of your plastic. You know, I'll use it on everything from 10-inch worms to stick worms, tubes, things like that. It just really changes the action. It's got a super sharp point to it. Every one of them's got the, you know, the Mustad Ultra point to it. Super wide gaps so they fit these bigger plastics, and it has incredible action that the fish just can't stand. It really opens up a whole new element to my arsenal. I can show them something and show them actions out of these baits that the bass haven't seen before. Mustad. Stay sharper, longer.